Что там от меня надо?
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
Может быть.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
В смысле, как
It
просто
wasn't
взяли,
all that
прилетели.
complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Arcturus Station before we knew what was happening. From there was a short jump to the Sol system.
Вот именно.
Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered. But the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
It's an advantage. But can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
Ну, в Армаде 1 на 1 тоже с жнецом не справится. Только если с каким-то небольшим.
And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
The R appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky? Building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Any updates on Cerberus?
There's still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Elusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The Elusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Elusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Там ничего интересного.
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapon systems. Something about calibration.
Опять. Да он
Sounds
заманал.
like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader. Yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
Так у них-то получается лучше, потому что у них превосходство в огневой мощи.
The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Так. Тут, я понимаю, больше не с кем.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know. She's not responding, and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
Иду.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on deck 3.
Да мне уже доложили, иду, говорю. Чакос такая себе спокойно абсолютно сидит.
Automated systems have the fires contained.
Joe,
Should be safe
what's that
to
sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire or something.
И все без оружия стоят. Он один с огнетушителем, а другой
in.
просто так. Это тоже без оружия идет. Бойцы, мать вашу.
Edie, talk to me.
Ля какая.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
А вот пистолет.
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device.
Ля, вы посмотрите на нее.
Какая
цаца вышла.
CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can. Then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Да, я был бы тебе признателен.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
И так и скажи, что в первую очередь...
That we can agree.
Так и скажи, что в первую очередь ты собралась хвастаться перед Джокером.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
And Joker is going to have a field day with this.
Это да. В случае чего она его хоть откуда сможет вытащить на своих могучих металлических плечах. Да и компания будет ему приятная.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We
have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Erdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different.
Было, конечно,
Still
неплохо
not
бы.
convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the
Ну,
lines.
одиночкой мне сложно
making it
назвать,
up
с
as we
учетом
went
того, какая у меня
along.
команда обычно.
We're actually respectable now.
We've lost enough friends trying to make sure this day never came. I'd say we've all earned some respect.
Then the first Reaper we take out with this gun, it's in their honor. Just give the word. Something else you want to talk about?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. Pretty soon, blind hope is all we'll have left. And I hate being blind.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
Ну, для начала уже хоть что-то. С
What
чем
did you do
можно,
with it?
с чем можно
As much
работать.
as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, Even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in
опять
fighting
калибровать пошел. Ну, калибруй, калибратор. Вот надо, кстати, посмотреть. Что лучше, бронебойные или зажигательные? В случае чего поменять зажигательные бронебойные. Или на деформирующие.
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus.
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Так, набор улучшения оружия. Боезапас, либо урон. Урона прям не хватает. Обломки разрушителей жнецов. Быстрая перезарядка навыков, либо скидки в магазинах. Я не знаю, наверное, скидки в магазинах. Хотя, с одной стороны, перезарядка навыков тоже нужна. Ай, ладно. Скидки в магазинах. Пускай будет так. Терминал. Так, запись допроса сотрудника Альянса, агента Цербера. Да, ты посмотри, что за импланты ей в лицо воткнули. Имплантанты. Она проснулась. Оперативник Цербера, неразборчиво. Здравствуйте, вы знаете, где вы находитесь? Неразборчиво. Вы хоть понимаете, как сильно вы влипли? Эй, успокойся. Слушайте, врать я вам не стану, у вас проблемы. Но это не значит, что их нельзя как-то решить. Если поможете нам, мы можем. Бабах! Ай, кашель. Ты в порядке? В порядке. Ну черт возьми, она мертва. Что? Все ее лицо исчезло. Это что, лицевая бомба какая-то? Вот, блин, в Цербере что, все так заминированы? Это вся информация.
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palavin's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palavin from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning.
Greetings, Commander.
Зрелище не из приятных, согласен. А, это не та палуба. Ну и ладно. Так. Может, какие-то новости надо двинуть.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, girly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. A civilization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail. Uzmek was that. She has got some curves.
Да, ну, понятно. К ней это, походу, подкатывает понемногу. Ладно, ладно. Все с вами понятно. Пёса.
I hope I didn't leave you hanging too long on that last Cerberus raid.
I'm just glad we made it out in one piece.
Been a while
Знаешь,
since I've seen a dogfight
ждал
like that.
достаточно долго, чтобы
Really
несколько
miss
раз
my
вдохнуть.
Trident. ACM isn't really the Kodiak strong suit.
Вот серьезно, это все, что я могу сказать. Блядь, где мой хомяк? Точно помню, что он где-то на корабле должен быть.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass.
Угу. Здесь, значит, ничего.
Commander, I found something suspicious.
Have you got a minute?
Что такое?
Are you all right? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I did not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project is the best training facility in the galaxy for human biotics.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis.
Да-да-да, понятно.
Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Да, угомонись уже.
Commander.
Письма. Омега, нужно встретиться. Ария. Шепард. Нужно поговорить о важном деле. Только наедине. Я все организую. Пока давай встретимся на цитадели в чистилище. Подходящее название. Могу тебе помочь в твоей войне. Срочное сообщение от адмирала Хакета. Капитан, на цитадели работает ученый Альянса доктор Гаррет Брайансон. Нужно, чтобы вы встретились и поговорили с ним. Доктор Брайансон получил новую важную информацию о жнецах, которая может повлиять на ход войны. Я официально поручаю вам при первой же возможности помочь ему в работе. Пожалуйста, посетите лабораторию Брайансона на цитадели. Шепард. Я звонил и посылал письма, но ответа не дождался. Не знаю, дойдет ли это письмо, узлы связи на Земле больше не работают. До меня дошел слух, что на цитадель прибыла Нормандия. Ты вообще жив? Я сейчас в больнице Гуэрта. Поступился под именем Танор Нуара. Прошу прощения за псевдоним и шифрованное письмо, но при моей профессии иначе нельзя, тем более, раз я не здоров. Нам нужно встретиться, прежде чем обстоятельства вновь нас разлучат. Тейн. Отправитель неизвестен. Капитан, меня зовут Йондумбау, я из спецкорпуса тактической разведки. Хотя кое у кого остаются сомнения касательно ваших прошлых дел с Цербером, многие из нас в Спектр серьезно относятся к вашим предостережениям насчет жнецов. Отнеслись. Я вышел на связь с вами потому, что располагаю информацией, которая может привести на сторону жнецов агентов со значительным весом в политике. Буду признателен, если вы найдете время встретиться со мной в посольстве Цитадели, не привлекая излишнего внимания. Искренне ваш, Йондумбау, Гор, Спектр. Эшли Уильямс. Капитан, я не знаю, как и сказать. Она что, уже проснулась? Фига себе. Удина хочет, чтобы я стала Спектром. Знаю, это безумие. Я небольшая поклонница Удины, но организовывать назначение в Спектр он реально может. Он настаивает на ответе, но я не знаю, что ему сказать. Мне из постели-то еще рано выбираться, а тут такое. Я сказала ему, что подумаю над предложением. Если окажется рядом, с Цитаделью зайди в больницу, навести меня, а то совсем рехнулся скуки. Она уже проснулась, фига себе. Опять Ария. Просит, чтобы я ее не слишком долго задерживал с посещением в чистилище. Ну, придется сейчас глазануть тогда на Цитадель, потом в Академию. Планы немножко поменялись.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that! I would have baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions. If I could accompany you sometime.
Ну, как-нибудь,
Without
куда-нибудь.
stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
Ты чё, ревнуешь, что ли?
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale.
Понятно.
Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Так, стопэ. Я еще не закончил. Досидела бы.
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Very few. Its optics face forward only. It has no integrated weapon systems or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh. I will reassess.
Давай.
The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes. Its balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires. For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
Это неплохо.
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective. I like it.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting.
Шепард такой.
That was a joke.
Да не может быть. Ты шо, угораешь такая?
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints, forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Carry on, Edie.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated.
Да тут даже не дело в подонках. Там даже в какой-то мере и не до подонков. Вот что можно сказать. Ладно. Сейчас тогда, как планировал, Цитадель, потом Академия.